millennials. We got any millennials in? Yeah, we get a really bad name in the press. Like, apparently we're selfish and lazy and all we do is spend our money on avocado on toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay, he actually does. I don't, because I'm actually intolerant to avocado. Yeah, just can't digest the skin, so... Okay, good. I'm not one of those normal millennials. My dad actually gave me some money towards my wedding the other day, which was really nice. Although I am single, so it's less of a gift and more of an incentive, if we're honest. Because actually, I got dumped recently. Oh, thank you. I've turned you into like a panto crowd, haven't I? He's behind you. Not anymore. Because I got dumped and I should have seen it coming, because during the relationship I said to him, I was like, oh, maybe we should act like we're strangers meeting in a bar for the very first time. And he walked straight past me. So the signs were there, guys. Just like the time he suggested role play, which was a short experience, because I didn't get the part. Oh, it's an extra. It was a lot of waiting around, if I'm honest. But it's all right. No, when you're a girl, it's quite positive when you get dumped, right? Because all the girls rally round you. And my friend Kaylee, she was like, it's my 30th birthday. I've booked a holiday. I've invited lots of people. Like, you should come. It's going to cheer you up, right? So I booked onto this holiday. Turns out when someone invites a lot of people, not everyone says yes. So I ended up going on holiday with me, my friend Kaylee, and her boyfriend Chris. That's the end of the list. I came back, gets worse, I came back with me, my friend Kaylee, and her fiancé. Oh, I know! I was like, no one has considered my feelings on this holiday. Because if they had, like, they definitely would have done their proposal on day 14 and not day 2, right? Because I remember before we went, everyone said, they were like, do you think he'll propose? And I said, no, like, absolutely not, right? Because he's taken her on a hot air balloon ride, but he's invited me. Weird, isn't it? No, he sent me a WhatsApp saying, I'm going to take her on a hot air balloon. Do you want to come? And I was like, no, that can be your thing, right? So when they came back from this hot air balloon and he'd proposed, I was like, what the fuck, Chris? I was like, you invited me on that hot air balloon. And he went, yeah, I know. I was just being polite. Right? Isn't that the most British thing you've ever heard? So that's all well and good, but if I wanted to stand awkwardly at the back of a proposal, I would have become a gondola. And he was like, I think you mean gondolier. Gondola is the boat. And I was like, I think you're missing the point of the conversation, Chris. It's like, it's all well and good inviting me, but what if I'd said yes, right? And this was my favourite bit. He went, I just thought they'd put you in a separate balloon. Is that not the saddest red letter day you've ever seen? So they're floating along, having the time of their life, quite literally on cloud 9, and then you've just got me floating behind, just weeping. Like, I imagine I would have been weeping in that balloon. Just people on the ground, like, is it raining? No, there she is. There's a girl crying from a hot air balloon. Because in my mind, like, I imagine that's how a lot of people propose. Like, so I would have been surrounded by proposals. And when he dropped down to his knees, I wouldn't have known that's what he was doing. Just would have been like, oi, what's going on in your balloon? Literally would have catcalled the happiest moment of their life, right? But when we came back, everyone said, they were like, isn't that romantic, proposing in a hot air balloon? And I was like, no, that is a hostage situation. It's very difficult to say no that high above the ground, isn't it? You might as well propose at the beginning of a long-haul flight. Like, it's like, do you want to marry me? And she's like, no. And then the seatbelt sign comes on, 8 hours over Dubai. She's like, do you know what, fuck it, I think I'm going to say yes. Because the rest of our lives cannot be as painful as the rest of this journey. I imagine that's how a lot of marriages start. Just one person goes a little bit fritzel during the proposal. It's a bit dark, that bit, isn't it? Doesn't really suit me. Said it now. All I'm saying is when someone proposes to me, I want it to be like a wide open field. Do you know what I mean? One, I've got options. But the holiday wasn't the worst bit of the breakup, right? The worst bit was when I told my friends that he dumped me. And they went, oh no, why? And I said, oh, I don't know. Like, he didn't tell me. And I thought that would be the end of the conversation. And then they just started trying to guess why he might have dumped me. Just guessing, to my face, just throwing it out there. One of my friends, she went, Fiona, do you think it's because it's when other people tell stories? I was like, I try and guess the ending. No, Claire, I don't think that's why he dumped me. don't think it's because I treat conversations like a quiz. My other friend went, do you think it's because of your extraordinarily long neck, right? Going to be honest, I didn't know I had a long neck, and then once someone points it out, quite a lot of neck I've got there, right? I was like, kick a girl when she's down. I didn't know I had a long neck. And she went, well, in Africa, it's a sign of beauty. I was like, yeah, but I live in Kent. And in Kent, I've got a weirdly long neck, haven't I? Although by the sounds of it, my head could move to Africa, body could stay in Kent, length for my neck, so win-win situation. But yeah, I'm living this single life. I don't know if you've heard this thing recently on the radio. There's like this radio campaign, and it's called like Disrespect Nobody. And it's about like, don't send nude photos out because you don't know where they'll end up and you don't know how long they'll be around for, right? And I was talking to my friend Gemma about this, and I said, oh, have you ever sent a nude photo? And she went, yeah, I sent one to Josh, right, which is her boyfriend. Do you know what she sent when he asked for a nude photo? Her bumhole. What do you mean? Yeah, just imagine, he opened it and he was like, not what I meant, Gemma, delete, no thank you. I was like, why would you send your bumhole? And she went, well, you can't recognise me from a bumhole, can you? You can't fault the logic in that, Angel, because if you can, you're showing too many people your arsehole, aren't you? But she also had that, you know, that laser hair removal? She had that done on her bumhole, right? And I can't imagine, like, because I just imagine, you know, like beauticians went into that job because they like painting nails and doing facials. And then they're like, by the way, Tina, at 2:30 you will be staring at an arsehole. It's like, why? Does she want her nails painted? No, an actual arsehole. Well, because I can't imagine the level of awkwardness there, because it's awkward when you get your hair cut, isn't it? So I can't imagine what you chat about while someone's... I don't know how they do it, I imagine it's some sort of motion like that. Don't know, never thought about it too much. But I know that they're definitely doing that bit at the end. You know that they do at the end of haircuts where they bring the mirror up to show you the back? And they're definitely doing that bit. It's like, what do you think? I think that's how I imagine my arsehole would look, Tina. Thank you very much. Anyway, thanks for letting me talk about the big topics in life. I'm going to go. I've been Fiona Ridgewell. Enjoy your evening.